My first guest tonight, very talented comedian. He's got a new series, Frank TV, which debuts in November on TBS. Take a look at this.
Hey, Mel Gibson's back in the news, and just in time for this joke, Kevin. Gibson is reaching out to Jewish leaders to atone for his comments by getting himself circumcised. In other news, Michael Jackson's already offered him $1 million for the foreskin on eBay. You can oh, God, I just explained eBay. Where is the show going, Paul? Hey, how you doing in there? Hey. Watch where you're going.
Please welcome Frank Caliendo, everybody. Frank Caliendo. Francis Caliendo, how lovely to see you.
Good to be here.
It's very nice to see you, because the last time I saw you, we were in Pittsburgh. It was very early in the morning, as I remember.
Yeah, you walked in, and nobody was sure if it was you or not, because your hair was messed up.
Well, we were at a television. It was a local television station, wasn't it?
You came in, you had just gotten there, and you don't have the accent there off of TV. People don't know.
No.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but it was interesting, though, because we both had the hardest time in the world trying to figure out what to do. It was a very
the woman that was interviewing us. Yeah, it was tricky.
I was there first, and you were watching on the side, throwing things out, trying to help me.
Yeah.
And then I left, and I didn't stick around to see you.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I did stick around to see you, but I was outside. I was actually watching. I was watching on the monitor, and you're right, it was horrific.
It was very bad.
Really bad. We were both doing the same things. I'm going through like impression. Hey, I'm John Mann. I'm Robin Williams. Here we go. I'm George Bush. I was going through everything, and she's like, "What else do you do?"
Yeah.
Isn't that enough? What do you want from me?
I know. Frank had been on. He'd done like 150 bang-on impressions of everybody, and then she said to me, "Do you do impressions, Craig?" I went, No, I don't. Yeah. Is it impressions or impersonations, by the way?
I go with impressions. I think of an impersonator as somebody in Vegas who just does Cher or Elvis or just.
You don't do that?
I don't know. Not that you know of.
Right.
No, as an impressionist, I think of somebody as like I do jokes with them, it's that kind of stuff. Like, one time we talked about this, President Bush has this move, you know, and I've actually changed the observation. I used to think of it as like a pigeon, and now I think of it as more like a turkey. And whether you're a fan of the president or not a fan of the president, the only thing you can think of from now on after I say that is this: gobble gobble. I would tell him to do that all the time because your approval rating would have to go up. You're doing it on TV, and you're like, "Hello, America, gobble gobble." And how can you not like that? I should tell you this too. I'm working because every time I'm here, I'm like so much energy, and like I'm just trying to keep it low and on the down low. Is that what?
No. That's not what we're doing here. No.
I shouldn't tap three times.
No, don't tap my desk. Don't do nothing. No. You do the impressions, the impersonations of people who do one, like the person that pretends to be.
Yeah, that you dress up like them all the time, and.
Do you ever dress up like people that you impress?
Yeah, I guess I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show up and be John Mann on different things. This week, I got punched out by Bob Costas on the NFL pregame on Fox. So.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see it. What happened?
Well, we always have a little person play Bob Costas, and then at one point, as I'm into John Mann stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, where's that little guy who plays Costas?" And Bob Costas actually walked on to the screen. Yeah, I go, "This guy doesn't look anything like him," and. And the end of the bit was, he was ripping me to shreds, and then it was just the joke on me, and at the end I try to punch him. I go, "Look, Bob, a thesaurus," because he's always using big words. He turns, and I go to punch him. He catches my punch and knocks me out and throws it back to the guy. So it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun.
And he's actually reasonably sized, Bob.
Yeah, he's taller than me. So I'm always calling him short, and he was taller than me. So that's not a good thing.
Yeah, and does that happen to you a lot? Do you run into people a lot when you're doing impressions? Like, because Charles Barkley, you do Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I've not run into Charles Barkley. That's the new one. Because I keyed in on the word that he says that cracks me up every time I hear it, and that word is terrible. Because I say it like terrible. How do you say it?
Terrible.
Yeah, that's slightly different.
Yeah.
But Charles Barkley says, "I was terrible. That's a terrible, terrible thing. I was crazy. A
A lot of guys go out there and play as hard as they can, but there's only one Michael Jordan, and that's Michael Jordan. You're a fool, Craig. That's a fool. You know? Yeah. And like, are you in my five? Are you? No. And they'll talk to him on that NBA pregame on TNT, and like he never sticks to the topic. He just decides to talk about whatever he wants to talk about.
He's Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
He talk what he wants.
Well, if you've done a deodorant commercial, you can do whatever you want. So they'll ask him about the game. Charles, what do you think? And they're like, Kim Jong-il is crazy. That guy's nuts. He's gonna blow up the world. We're all gonna be in little pieces. Nobody's gonna see it anymore. Back to you, Ernie.
Yeah, no, that's true. What about
that? Yeah, that's crazy. And I work with Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, so. I know Terry Bradshaw a little bit. He is. What did you make of Terry? Because I'm not sure if he might be a little.
Yeah. He's crazy. He's a crazy guy.
Yeah.
But he's not terrible.
Well, the thing is, like, you can't tell if he's pretending to be stupid or what, because it like, now that's some funny stuff. What he'll do is, like, we're standing around doing these promos one day, and Terry's like, this is taking forever. This is taking longer than it took Picasso to paint the Sistine Chapel. I don't think that's who it...
No, it wasn't who painted the Sistine Chapel.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Frank, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's actually, it's funny, and because he's nice to me off of television, but on TV he just rips me to shreds.
No, but what about the other way around? Do you get that? Like people that you do impressions of, you run into them and they get mad at you? Is that ever happened?
Well, John Madden doesn't like me at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because I'm doing this or I'm eating a sub on TV.
Gobble, gobble.
That was terrible.
It's the Robin Williams theory of comedy again once, my friends. Here we go. It didn't make sense, did it? It did not make sense.
But it was terrible. That's crazy.
I don't know. I think I just mixed. You asked me last time I was here if I could mix them up, and I think that just happened.
Yeah, I know you mixed them up. Well, that thing you did in Frank TV, that was a mixture of David Letterman and the other one.
Yeah, that was David Letterman, we called it.
David
Letterman. Just like, hey, I'm explaining the jokes. I wouldn't if I were you. I've never seen anybody do anything like that.
I've never seen it. And Frank, tell me about Frank TV then. What is this about?
A sketch show. We want to call it Chappelle Show. The lawyers won't let us do it.
Right, that's fair enough. Yeah.
We thought that'd bring in an audience right away. Dave's back, and now he's chubby and white. That would be. So we thought we're going to call it the Frank Show. Then there's a radio show in Arizona that has that name.
The Frank Show?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Arizona radio show.
Well, we're a cable show, so we couldn't buy it off.
Right,
But it's a sketch show. It's kind of like my act where we set the things up. It would be, it would be like that with the Charles kind of stuff, talking about how he does that kind of stuff. In the sketch, he would probably say terrible, 55,000 times.
Here's a guy who's having trouble talking. Listen, my friends. Sometimes it happens. Try to, try to speakificate.
Frank, we're out of time. It's lovely to see you again. Good luck with Frank TV. Frank Caliendo, everybody. We'll be right back. Sherman Alexie.